Welcome back to Von Blues Boxing. So I'm not done. I got more predictions, guys. So I want to give my prediction for the Devin Haney versus JoJo Diaz WBC lightweight championship fight on December 4th, live on DAZN. So we got Devin Haney, one of the top lightweights in the world, 5'9", 70-inch reach, 26-0, 15 KOs. His notable wins is Jorge Linares, George Kambosos, and Zaur Abdelev. Jojo Diaz, 5'6", 64-inch reach, 32-1, 15 KOs. Defeated Javier Fortuna in the fight. I picked Javier Fortuna to win. His first fight at 135 pounds. He fought a top 10 guy. Defeated Tevin Farmer at 130 when I picked Tevin Farmer to win. Jojo Diaz came through and won that fight. He lost to Gary Russell Jr., and he was a champion at 30 pounds. So Jojo Diaz is no slouch. Pretty damn good fighter. And just kind of been slept on. You know what I'm saying? Jojo just kind of slept on. And JoJo was supposed to fight Ryan Garcia, but Ryan Garcia was having issues with mental health and things of that nature. So that fight didn't come off. So JoJo got the next best thing. Kind of a blessing in disguise. He gets to fight for the title instead of an interim title. He's taking on Devin Haney in a very, very, very good fight. I'm impressed with this fight. This is a good fight. I think that Devin Haney and JoJo Diaz is going to put on a damn good fight. The knock has been on Devin Haney. People say he doesn't have power, but I don't believe in that so much. And maybe I'm biased because I'm from Oakland like Devin Haney. Shout out to Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? So there's a little bias with me. You know, that's the hometown boy. So, you know, I'm going to rock with him always. But the thing about Devin Haney, you know, they say you don't have punching power, but he's got enough, like he has to have respectable punching power if guys just can't walk him down. And, you know, guys ain't just walking him down and walking through his punches. You know what I'm saying? He's got respectable punching power. Not every guy has one-hit knockout power. That doesn't mean you got punching power just because you can hit a guy one time and he can hit the floor. You know what I'm saying? So, and I mean, it's not always about that neither. Devin Haney is highly skilled, highly intelligent in the ring, good defense, good jab, just does everything good and does everything good and do some things excellent. You know, do some things excellent. So he's a very good all-around fighter, good pedigree, been around really good, good fighters, you know, trained and sparred with Tank Davis, Shakur Stevens, Ryan Garcia, TF. I mean, he's got a good pedigree. And so does JoJo Diaz. JoJo Diaz has a hell of a pedigree, his damn self. Really good in the amateurs, fought a lot of good competition coming up through the 126, 130 pounds. Always, you know, makes a good account of himself. Had a letdown against Shavikat Rakimov. You know, he came in underweight. That was a letdown. But he just moved up to 135. He said, I couldn't make 130 no more. So this fight, I think, is going to be very closer than what people do because JoJo Diaz is underrated in a lot of places. He had good punching power. He has good defense. He uses, like, he's another good all-around fighter. And guys just don't blow JoJo Diaz out. I've never seen the loss that JoJo Diaz had to Gary Russell. It was a tough loss, but Gary Russell Jr. was well experienced, and Gary Russell is just a good junior at 126, 130 pounds, 126 pounds. He's a damn good fighter. So, I give JoJo Diaz a lot of props. And I just think in this fight with him and Devin Haney, it's going to be close. It's going to be very competitive. I think that my boy Devin Haney is going to he's going to have his hands full this fight. He really is going to have to really, you know, bring his A game in this fight. He can't sleep on JoJo Diaz. Like, that's another thing I just said in the last video about Tank Davis. Can't have no letdowns against these guys, man. You got to stay focused on the task at hand. You can't look at the future. I know Devin Haney, there's possibly an undisputed fight with George Kambosos Jr. possibly for you. But you got to stay focused on the task, Devin. Same thing with JoJo. JoJo, I know there's lucrative fights. You might get Kambosos Jr. next. You might get Ryan Garcia. So you got two very lucrative fights for yourself. But stay focused on the task. You got Devin Haney. I think the keys to this fight for JoJo is just mix it up. JoJo, if you're going to have success in this fight, mix it up. Don't just do one thing. Box, defense, box, come forward. Mix the game up. Throw everything, you know. And when you get in the inside, rough Haney up a little, lead with your head, grab his wrist, you know, get physical with him. You know what I'm saying? Make it a tough, dirty, grimy fight for him. And also show him that you got boxing skills and good defense too. You know what I'm saying? Mix it up. That's the key for JoJo Diaz. Mix it up. It's going to be hard to get inside because that 71-inch reach of Devin Haney and, JoJo Diaz only having 64 inches, it doesn't always matter. But guys that know how to use their height and length like a Devin Haney, it's not going to be easy. Devin Haney has a really damn good jab. So I think the key for Devin in this fight is control the distance, Devin. Just control the distance. You control the distance, you're going to make this fight a whole lot easier on yourself. If you can establish and control the distance. Make JoJo Diaz walk into your punches. You know what I'm saying? And that's controlling the distance, keeping the jab on him, straight hand coming to this chest and head. Aim for that chest, head, and the body. Go to the, with the jab. A lot of straight punches in this fight. I want to see hooks when he steps in, but I want to see a lot of straight crosses, overhands, punches that's going to keep him at bay. So you can control this distance. Frustrate him, too, with your defense. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be key in this fight, too. Devin Haney, frustrate him with your defense. But with all that being said, me saying my keys to both guys having success in this fight, I do think that Devin Haney is going to win this fight, but it's going to be close. It's not going to be one of his easiest fights. May not be his best performance, but I think Devin will pull this fight out. I think he'll win. JoJo is just very, JoJo's got talent, and he's no bum, and he's no slouch, and it's not going to be an easy fight. So I expect my boy Devin to win a closer fight than maybe some people might expect in this fight. And I just think that Devin Haney will win this fight. I think he understands the task at hand. I think Ben Davison, got a good game plan. Shout out to Ben Davison, a very underrated trainer. Don't get a lot of respect, though. He don't get his nods he should be. He should be getting his roses. But I'm going with Devin Haney. A close decision. Or, possibly Devin Haney might just go out there and dominate the fight. But I think it's going to be closer than what people think. I'm going with Devin Haney. A little biasness going there. I'm from Oakland. But I just think Devin Haney is going to pull this fight off. I think he understands the task at hand and what he needs to do to win this fight. So just wanted to give my predictions for the Devin Haney and JoJo Diaz WBC lightweight 135-pound title on the line December 4th, live on DAZN. So don't miss that fight. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. Von Blues Boxing. I'm out.